Hi, my name is Emmanuel Odukoya, and in this video, I will be answering three questions about virtualization, several roles and features, and Active Directory. I'll explain the concept clearly and give examples of how they can be applied in a business setting. First, we talk about virtual machine. A virtual machine or VM is a software-based computer that runs on a physical host machine. It works like a real computer, but it is completely virtual. And the core components of a VM includes virtual CPU, virtual, yes, the virtual CPU, which uses the host physical CPU to run tasks, virtual memory or RAM, which uses the VM uses to run applications and processes, a virtual hard disk, which stores the operating system, and also applications and data files, and a virtual network adapter, which allows the VM to connect to network and the internet. Businesses uses virtualization to save cost and improve efficiency. For example, running multiple VMs on one physical server reduces hardware cost. Virtualization also makes testing new applications safer because they can be tested in a VM without affecting real systems. Additionally, it simplifies disaster recovery because if one VM fails, another one can be restored quickly. Now, to the second question. A server role is the main function. Uh, it is the main function that a server provides, like a domain controller role, which manages users and computers in a domain, and a web server role, which hosts websites. A server feature, on the other hand, is a small tool or server that supports the server's operations, but is not its main function. For example, a Telnet client allows remote command line access, and Windows Defender antivirus protects the server from malware. To determine what roles and features a server needs, you first identify the business requirements. If the organization needs a centralized user management, the server should have the Active Directory domain service role. Then you look at the task the server will perform and choose the feature that supports those tasks. Finally, to the third question, Active Directory or AD is a directory service used to manage users, computers, and resources in a network. Its primary purpose is to provide centralized management or accounts and resources, enforce security policies such as password requirement, and make it easy for users to access resources with a single login. A common task in Active Directory is creating a new user account. Let's say when when a new employee joins a company or an organization, um, an administrator can create the account in the appropriate organizational unit, assign the user to the correct security groups for permission, and ensure they have access to the necessary shared folders, emails, and network resources. This makes it makes managing multiple users easy and keeps the network secure. In summary, virtual machines allow businesses to run multiple systems efficiently. Several roles and several roles and features define what a server can do, and Active Directory provides centralized management for users and resources. Together, these tools help businesses operate securely and efficiently. Thank you for watching, and I hope this explanation clearly shows how these technologies are applied in real world business settings. Have a great day. Bye bye.